Well, I'm here with a special guest, Vice President of Baseball Operations for the Baltimore Orioles, Jim Duquette. And Jim, I am a fantasy baseball player. I try to advise folks on what to do. It's based on purely statistics, but you do this thing for real. What is it like on a day-to-day basis, making personnel moves and things that really affect actual people in the game of baseball?
Well, we try to blend the statistical analysis with the scouting analysis is what we try to do. And you know, look a little bit beyond the statistical analysis and look into the makeup, which is an important part of how that plays out in the clubhouse. The chemistry issue is a major factor for us. So, you know, we have, I think, relied with the Orioles, you know, basically from my Met days as well, we've relied more statistically than we have in the past here in this organization. But we still have to take into account the human element when you're trying to put together a team.
How difficult is that? You see a guy's numbers look great on paper, but maybe here he's a problem in the clubhouse or somewhat difficult to deal with from a manager's perspective. How do you, unless you know the guy personally and he's coming up through the minors, how do you evaluate that?
It's a difficult thing. It's probably the most difficult thing that we have to do as evaluators is, you know, and you have to have a lot of information. Your scouts have to get out in the field and really know their teams well. You try to check into other sources, whether it might be media members, it might be PR directors, it might be clubhouse managers, it might be your own coaching staff that has a relationship with them from the past. There's a lot of different areas that you try to reach out to try to get an accurate read on their makeup. And you know, you still never really know until you have them in your clubhouse for 162 games what that all how that all kind of comes together. But we've been lucky the last year and a half since really the end of or the beginning of last year to bring on some pretty good makeup guys in our clubhouse. And now we need to take the talent and get ourselves over the 500 mark.
Now, finally, Jim, is there one thing when you are looking at these different players that stands out to you, whether is it one stat that they compile or one intangible that they may possess that makes you think that they would be a good addition to your ball club?
Well, the stat that we have quietly looked at and something that Andy McPhail has brought with him from the Cubs is and the Twins is a runs created statistic. And I know it's primarily for offensive players, but we also have some other statistics that we look at from a pitching standpoint. But we really tend to look at that runs created as one of the measurements and an important measurement for us in terms of how our players stack up within the American League and within Major League Baseball. And we felt that it's pretty accurate measurement in our opinion. So I think it's something that you know, it's been around for a while and there's different variations of it, but I think it's something that we'll continue to use going forward.
Jim Duquette of the Baltimore Orioles, a true insider when it comes to actual baseball, not just fantasy baseball. This has been the Fantasy Flash. Let's go back to you.